Sandy's back. We're going to talk about haunts, haunted houses. I still have a kind of a haunty shirt on. I have a ghost, and I have a cross skull bones on here. Yep, a skull and bones, crossbones. Okay. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you more about haunted houses. And when you think you're in a haunted house, you just might be. You do need to check out your own mind to see if there's any imagination. And of course, if other people verify it, it isn't. But here are some of the symptoms of a real haunted house. And the lights turn on and off. The doors open and close, and they may even slam loudly and close. There's some areas that could be cold inside, cold spots. Some could be damp and moldy smelling spots. Electric devices could malfunction. You could have a musty stench and things falling off of shelves that you're not anywhere near to have it fallen down, and a heavy feeling in the house in general, in energy. Looks like I got a ghost over my head here, behind me. I've coming in the window. It's big, We'll have tapping sounds, heavy footsteps. You could have more emotions than normal in the family, and sadness, and imbalance in your emotions, flipping back and forth. Shadows moving rapidly out of the corner of your eye. And hauntings happen when dead people and spirits have crossed over, and people have died and done that. They've become spirits, and it could be some previous owners that were unable to move to the other side. That could be the spirits. They're refusing to leave, and they may feel trapped, and they may not know where they are because they didn't walk into the light. Another thing that could be is supernatural rituals that someone had done in that place or home that were very negative, and that could bring energies back or reignite them, energies that are still there. Being built on burial grounds and land can also cause a spirit disruption and uprising. Find out the history of a secondhand home before you move in. I heard a story of a suicide, but it wasn't. This person said they knew the home was messed up and they had all these symptoms, and that they weren't crazy. They went through the process, and other family members knew that too. But over a period of years, there were 4 suicides in that home. The person doesn't seem to be able to always cross over, and they're still kind of stuck. It's disembodied, and they're stuck there. So you're probably not losing your mind. You can't, and don't listen to people. You intuitively know. There can be weird animal behavior. You might feel you're being watched by something. You might hear unexplained sounds and noises, flickering lights. Electromagnetic fields can shift, and your doors and cabinets also can slam shut. The electromagnetic fields are stronger than normal. When ghost hunters go in, they can pick that all up with electromagnetic shifts and energy shifts. Things might be disappearing in the haunted home. There are shadowy figures. There could be orbs of light floating around. That is a spirit. Personality change, of course, we mentioned before, the mood could swing. May always not be the best mood. Negativism in the family. Could be waking up at weird hours of the night. And a change in the temperature and in your finances. And, that just don't seem real. That don't seem right. But those are all things that can happen with influences that are not the best. You might feel a touch, and you can't see what it is. And you may see the activities happening for yourself. You may see the things move, see the shadows, and see everything and so forth. Now, what we're going to do is, what can we do for a house that we feel is haunted, or a building we work in, or whatever? Now, my daughter, Jessie, has had many buildings that she's worked in, and someday when we're together, I will have her talk about the many buildings that she worked in that seem to be haunted, and I'll have her explain that to you. What to do for the haunted house. Don't panic. They feed off of negativity and fear. Everything on the dark side does that. Firmly ask them to leave with some authority. Be strong and say, just go. Tell them to walk toward the light, whatever you need to do. Invoke your higher power. Use your higher power, whatever you believe in, be it Jesus, Mary, any of your guides. Just use your higher power to help you with this, to strengthen yourself in order to be stronger than this entity or spirit. Perform a cleansing ceremony. Use your sage in the ceremony. Sage is great. The American Indians used it. Used white candles, and you may use salt, and you can put salt on all your windowsills, and salt on any kind of salt on the floor, and especially in the four corners, and leave it for a day or two, and then clean it out, sweep it out. I know that's a mess, but if you're really, really haunted, it's worth it. You may also put white roses around the house. And if you do, make sure that when they start to wilt or die, get rid of them. You do not want that adding to it. There are crystals to put in your home to repel negative energies. And here's some that I recommend is selenite and amethyst. They're high vibration and they work together. Selenite is a cleansing, cleaning of the whole area, the aura around you and everything around you, and does not need cleaned or refreshed itself. And amethyst is also a high crown chakra with a very high calming vibration and getting rid of any addictions and problems like that. The other things to use are black crystals, black tourmaline, black obsidian, and black onyx. They absorb negative energies, and they are shields, and they help ground. Those are very good. You can set any of these or all of these also on the windowsills and in each room if you so desire. There's a moonstone that I like, and that's shields your aura, helps protect you, strengthens your inner strength, and offers you new beginnings and a new way to work with it and a new way to look at it. You want to reduce your psychic attacks and anxiety and depression. Also, what you can do is make a mixture of salt, green pepper oil, and any kind of sea salt or salt, and then say a prayer as you sweep. And you can mix that. I know that's a mess too, but it's worth it. You know, if you need to do this, go ahead and do this. All right. Now, also, I'm going to talk about other things here. Spirits of people who have died, and your dreams about ghosts are coming from your subconscious mind, breaking through to your psyche to move on from the past, to live in the present, and just move on. Your soul or spirit of a dead person or an animal can appear in a living form also, or in an invisible translucent form. There might be wispy shapes around as well. Deliberate attempts to contact the spirit of a deceased person is called necromancy. And that's been done for centuries. They used to sit around tables. They had seances. They did all those type of things back in the day. Now, what I also want to talk about is a very modern thing, and it is not really about a haunted ghosting in a house. But to add to this is What is ghosting on an internet and phone? You know, all this didn't exist when I was being raised, but now what happens is the following can go on with that. Okay. Don't blame yourself if you don't hear from anybody. If they keep ignoring you or shutting you down or shutting you off, don't blame yourself. Avoid chasing them. Now, this is ghosting on the internet and the phone. Cry if you must. Don't bottle things up. Get emotions out. Then you can let go. Take care of yourself. No, don't worry about what they're doing. And remember, it's not because of you. They have their own issues. They may ghost you because of things in their lives that are their issues, not yours. If they're, number one, a change of priorities. They don't understand your needs, and they don't understand their own. They can't deal with it. If they can't deal with themselves, they can't deal with a relationship. They also may ghost you to protect themselves. And that's a really red flag. Of course, all these are red flags. Okay. They may not see that your relationship is working out or will go long term. And they have something to hide. Lies they have told you. They could be married. They could be anything. They could have 1 million children, 1 million wives, 1 million everything. And, that's the whole thing. So you really need not to be concerned. It is not meant to be. My favorite saying lately is let it go on and go and move on. Keep moving on. And that's the whole key to that. Okay, so that is your haunted house and your ghosting. And I thought they'd both be good together to talk about that. Now let's see what we have in a few of these decks for a minute, and we will conclude this. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, we have protection again with our jack-o'-lantern came back out. And he's lit up. And he's telling you, be protected. Be protected from bad scams, bad things on the internet, bad things on the phone. If you don't know them, don't respond, don't text, don't do anything, and accept the fact that it's not meant to be if somebody's ghosting you. The protection in your home are things that I mentioned, and that's what you do. So this is all about protection, especially this time of year with everything I told you so far, the thin veil and all of that. Let's pick another one. Okay. This says to explore. Explore beyond what you're used to doing. This is the werewolf, and he's looking up at the moon, and it says to explore what you're doing, and don't be afraid to do that. And that's all part of letting other things go. And that's a wonderful thing. I'm going to pull one more card from over here. Let's pull it from the Raven deck. All right. We have mischief. Mischief is like these birds are picking on a kitty here. They're kind of flying around him and picking on him. And that's what these ghosts can be doing, is mischief. And that's what people on the internet and the phone can be doing. Don't fall into that. Don't give it energy. Cut the energy off. Turn it off like you would turn off a knob or press a button on turning the TV off. Shut it off. Don't feed into that, because energy feeds on energy, and negative feeds on energy, and positive feeds on energy. So don't feed into this negative energy, because something isn't right about it. All right. Be buzzed. Be spiritual. Be healthy. Be safe. Be secure. Be protected. God bless. Always be yourself. Amen. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.